Hey everyone and welcome back to the Hack Shack. Today we're going to be doing some turning. HB, activate lathe. HB? HB!
What the?
Oh, for f... Right then, let's get to it. Ha!
So I got this old barrel off my mate and I thought it'd be perfect for a bit of turning. That warning sticker made me think I better be careful before I start cutting into it. So I just used some water to help suppress any sparks while I was drilling into the barrel. This lid really didn't want to come off, but a bit of a makeshift tool and it was able to pry it off with a bar. And then just gave it a good rinse out just to ensure there was no fumes or fuel left inside. Once it was safe, it was time to start cutting up the barrel. Hollywood Steve gave me a bucket of scrap metal, and in it was some square stock that would be perfect for legs. Just a quick clean up with the grinder, and then it's time to weld these on. Just added some horizontal bar as well because the rigidity of the barrel was a little bit compromised when I cut it in half. Next it was on to attaching the lid. Now I like to get my hinges from this green carrier bag on the floor. If you don't have one of these, I guess you could get hinges from a shop or something. A couple of hinges ought to do it. The lid isn't super heavy and these hinges are pretty heavy duty. Then I just need a couple of legs to hold the lid in a 90-degree position. Just a quick and dirty handle for the lid, just bent out of some flat bar. Now I know what you might be thinking, Al, even by your standards this build's pretty ropey, and that's because I had to get it all done in one day. I knew these oven racks would come in handy one day. You know the drill by now, folks. Remember to stay hydrated. This crappy old latch and door handle is a perfect way to attach the motor. Just need to square it off in order for it to fit into the shaft. Finally secure it with a screw and it's good to go. Next up I need a couple of brackets, one to secure the motor and one on the other side for the axle. These two brackets just slot into the feet on the bottom of the barrel. Now the motor is nice and secure, we can install the shaft and fire it up. As you can see, this puppy's got a top speed of 5 RPM, perfect for what we need to turn. Lastly, I just want to install a plate on the bottom to direct any shavings. Just using some water here to represent the flow of the delicious, juicy sawdust. Now it's time to pack it all up and head up north. The night before doing any turning, I just wanted to ensure that there was nothing left in that barrel, so just burnt it all out with a big fire. You can actually see the paint sort of smoking off the back as well. Just want to get rid of all that. So it's my mother's 70th birthday, and her mother used to always say that sheep were a stupid animal and therefore they weren't allowed to eat lamb. Whereas I think lamb is delicious. So I'm going to attempt to spit roast a whole lamb for her birthday party. Just going to fill the cavity with some aromatics, onions, carrots, celery, a few lemons, a little bit of rosemary, some garlic. Need a way to secure the beast to the spindle, so I'm just going to drill some holes and can run some skewers through. Meh. I thought it might need some metal plates to secure it, but these skewers actually held up pretty well. Now I'm just sewing up the cavity, mainly to keep all the things inside, but also to help keep the beast together as well, because as it cooks I don't want it to start falling apart and falling off the spindle.
What's going on?
Now I managed to do this bit on my own without any load, but by the time you've actually got the meat on, you need a couple of friends to help put it into place.
Yeah, there we go. Whoa.
Now I chose to have the fire to the side of the roast instead of underneath it, and this way it heats sort of indirectly, it doesn't burn, it doesn't get too smoky, and you get to collect all the juices as well.
Oh.
Grassroots, really?
I know. No, I'm actually quite picky of it.
I don't understand the temper. I said when the dog my champagne.
How much meat left? Quite a lot.
All right, Heather.
Turning.